Army hospitals and Army nurses have followed on the heels of every big operation the United States Army has launched in this Mediterranean theater. The latest blow, the one at Anzio, was no exception. 5 days after the first assault wave had established its narrow foothold, the nurses stepped ashore. Among them were Lieutenant Fern Wingerd of Omaha, Nebraska, and Lieutenant Delores Buckley of Spring Valley, Wisconsin, both on the staff of an evacuation hospital. They've got a story to tell, and here they are to tell it. Miss Wingerd, you were just about in the front lines on the beachhead, weren't you?
No, but we were close enough. We started out in the town of Anzio itself. Our patients used to tell us it was quieter up front where they came from. I don't think they exaggerated too much either. We came ashore in the morning, and we had 2 raids before we could even get our foxholes dug. There was plenty of artillery overhead, too. We had some German shells land in our hospital area the first day, so we moved a few days later.
Where did you move to?
Near the front lines.
Where it was quieter?
For a while, yes, until the day a German plane dropped its bombs right in our hospital.
Were you there, too, when that happened, Miss Buckley?
Yes. We thought we'd be pretty safe in our new area. But there were planes fighting overhead almost every day, all day. And the whole beachhead was so small. Anyway, it was quite a shock. It all happened so fast, too. I was on duty in the surgical tent. As soon as I heard the roar of the plane, I grabbed my helmet and went to take a look. But I only got about six steps before the bomb hit. It was a good thing I got that far, though. One bomb fell only about 2 yards from where I had been standing.
Were you hit, Miss Wingerd?
Yes, both Miss Buckley and I were wounded. Some of our surgical patients were hit, too. I was working in the post-operative ward. That's where the most serious cases go after surgery.
How did the wounded soldiers react, Miss Buckley?
They were wonderful. Just as calm and patient as you can imagine. Even the ones who were wounded again in the raid didn't make any fuss.
Was it long before the hospital began functioning again?
It never stopped functioning at all. Our surgery was knocked out, so we had to transfer all our surgical patients to another hospital nearby. But we kept on taking medical cases, and everybody who could still work kept on working overtime.
Well, what happened to you?
We were evacuated to Naples on LS-2 2 days later, along with a shipload of Allied patients and wounded German prisoners. The British were in charge of the ship, and they were certainly good to us. They couldn't do enough for their sisters, as they called us. You know who else was on the ship? The pilot of the German plane who bombed us. He was wounded, and we had to bail out over our lines just after he dropped his bombs. But he was cared for just like anyone else.
Miss Wingerd, what would you think of going back to the beachhead?
Well, we're just about fit for duty again. I'd be glad to go back if our outfit went there. I think we're both agreed on that. Yes, we are. It's not that we enjoy being under fire. We landed at Paso on the Salerno operation, and our hospital was the first one to enter Naples, 4 days after it fell. So we'd had enough of that. But there's something you get at the front that I never got as a civilian nurse. Soldiers are the most cheerful and appreciative patients I ever hope to have.
You soldiers of the Army Nurse Corps are the ones who make them that way, Lieutenant Buckley and Lieutenant Wingerd. Thank you, and the best of luck to you both.